Hello everyone, and welcome to Banished. I'm Lavender Mama, and this is a new game for me that is a colony sim game set in the medieval era, where you need to take a small group of families and turn them into a thriving settlement that can provide for themselves. Along the way, we could experience bad weather, famine, material shortages, disasters, sickness, or any combination of all of those. So come along and see what chaos ensues. Let's jump in. Alrighty, so in the last episode, as a Hail Mary to kind of get some more families moved out on their own, we put down all of these houses over closer to the mine, and I think we're probably going to focus on this area today, but we'll get to that when we get to that. We are starting to become a very sprawling, I can't even zoom out all the way, civilization. Let's see here. Let's look at the map. Can we make the map bigger? No, it just lets us move around. We can't even see our whole little, like, we sprawl from like over in here. We have all of this stuff over in here. Then we come up here. We're across the river over in here. So, I mean, like, this is a huge amount of space that we're covering, which is kind of cool in a way. Also means that we're starting to see some more growing pains on the firewood. And Stephen has suggested that we turn up the limits on this. We are at 500. And if we look at our current status, we have 212 citizens living in 59 homes, but we have 88 families. So we are about, what, 30 homes away from having enough to house all of our different families, which we are going to work on for a little bit today. And then if we look at our inventory, we have so much stuff. And I was just noting, we have 130 wool. We could be making wool coats in the tailor, because we keep running out of leather now. So we're going to go ahead and do that for a little while. We're going to build up a stock of wool coats. Then when we have a little bit more leather again, because we only have 6 leather, we can do the warm coats which is leather and wool. And that would be the warmest coat we'd be able to give our population. So I'm thinking at some point here we probably want to build another tailor, 1, maybe 2, and have 1 churning out wool coats and then 1 churning out leather and wool coats. Because I think, honestly, I don't know, it's my assumption that since hide coats are the ones we can get first and wool coats are the ones we can get second, that the wool coats are best. But that might not even be the possibility. It just means that you have to wait until you have the wool in order to make that. So I suppose we could ask the help menu. Let's see here. Home, storage, town services, food production. Because I completely forgot about the help menu. Let's see here. Maybe it'll say in tailor, turns leather and wool into things at tailor's buildings. And we look at the tailor's building. So my thought process on whether wool or hide coats were better is they're moot. They seem to be the same. The warm coats is what we actually want. So I think we're just going to switch to warm coat. I'm assuming because it has both wool and leather in it, that's what makes it so warm. We're going to go ahead and do that. We are sitting on 29 coats right now, so I don't think it'll be a problem for us just slowly over time. I do think we probably should be putting some wool into the trading post though, So I'm gonna do that. Let's do 60. I don't know. We'll see if that's saleable or not on the next trader. All right, so we survived our dysentery last time, so our hospital was enough, but if our population grows much more, we might need a second hospital. And as we can see with our church already, our chapel, we are already topped out on members, so we have a portion of our population that is not going to church because they can't, which I find exceedingly funny. But I guess church sometimes is not really church in the sense of religion, more as in church of the camaraderie of the village. So I'm choosing to take it that way, even though I'm not a super fan of organized religion. All right, so I've not had enough coffee yet this morning, so you will hear me sucking down my coffee as I record this because I need it today. I was up much too late last night. All right, so if we're building a little civilization over here, and we are going to go ahead and get started on that so that we, you know, let all the things go. Oh, one more thing that Steven told me is that if we put two oh, I hate the rain. It's so noisy and it makes it hard to see. If you put two pastures here together like this and you have an animal that gets infected in one, if this pasture is the same animal, that will also become infected because they transfer it. So I'm thinking we move one of the sets of chickens over here, and then when we split these guys, we which I can't figure out why we can't split yet. I think you must have to reach the top number in order for that to work. I didn't realize that was a thing. We will put a set of sheep over by the chickens, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking I actually want them in here, so I'm going to empty them into there. So we'll let the sheep all get over into there, and then we're going to change that one to chickens. This sheep is just wandering out here. This one lets us have one more, or it's actually one less sheep, isn't it? So we kind of reach our top sooner, so I'm hoping that that does the trick. I don't know, maybe that was a stupid idea, but oh, here, kid came to talk to dad. We're gonna change this one to chickens. And then we're going to come over here by the chickens. They are not over there. They are over here. See, it's too big. Uh-oh. A farmer died of old age and was placed. Ooh, we have 10 laborers right now. I am going to say, let's do this one. We are going to empty this one and change this to sheep. So hopefully all of the chickens end up over here. I don't know how that works. I honestly, I don't know how that works. Ooh, they'll be able to have a lot more chicken over here. 23 of 15. And then we'll be able to take this pasture and use it as a quarantine pasture or to flip-flop our sheep when we get enough to create a full pasture. How many does it say we'll be able to fit in there? 5. Sheep need a lot of pasture. I know this. Uh-oh. Tools are low. Not again. Not again. Let's look at our... Oh, that's not the building that I wanted to look at for overall. We have iron. It's got to be the wood that's holding us up. The blacksmiths are working. The tailor is working. We need to deal with this wood situation. I am very confused on... Oh, pause. Merchant is at the trading post. Why isn't that one louder? Because I always miss it. All right, let's see what he's got to trade. Oh, food. Food is all he's got to trade. What don't we have? We don't have beef. So we could trade some venison for some beef. Because that would be a straight up trade. And then what else does he have that we don't have? We have plenty of fish. We have plenty of wheat. Potatoes. We don't have any potatoes right now. We could do a straight up trade for some cabbages. What else? Cherries. What else we got? What else we got? We already have pear, we have mutton, we have chicken, we have eggs. We don't have walnuts, do we? No, I don't think we have walnuts. Maybe we just do like... Let's trade that. Okay. We'll dismiss him. And they'll work on getting all of that taken care of. We do have a lot of laborers, so I'm thinking... Oh my gosh, that rain. It's just so... It's so nasty sounding, and it makes it really difficult to, I'm gonna slap a little storage pile right here for these guys that are working down in here to pick up all of this stuff. And let's see here. Let's, did we do a destruction of everything over in here? I think so. We'll let them have at that. Now, my thinking is we've got all these houses right here that are not in reach of the marketplace. So that's their radius. They are not in reach of the marketplace. They also don't have any like food or anything over in here. That it might behoove us to put in another marketplace and kind of turn this into like a second city center. Excuse me. We're up to 10 laborers again. So what I'm thinking is storage, isn't it? If we throw one in here, we could reroute the paths a little bit to make that work. I think we're going to do that. So let's come in here and where is it? Take that section of road out. I think we also might... We had a couple... The physician died of old age. The miner has died of old age, but they were both replaced. Reserves of firewood is low. Yes, yes, we know! Now they are. Even though we have a lot of wood, what I don't understand is why... Oopsies. I'm pointing with a bad pointer. If we have so many logs, why are these guys not getting them? I mean, we can up the... We can up the fuel number, but we aren't even touching our fuel number. Our fuel number was set at 500, and we've been hovering right around, you know, the 20s or whatever. Reserve of stone is low, reserve of iron is low, reserve of firewood is low. Alright. I honestly think the other thing we need to think about is putting in another mine. That would be for iron. Yes, we have a lot of... Oh, they got that done. We have a lot of... So if we put it right... Boosh. Alright. We're gonna remove one road while we're at it. We're gonna take... this little section out. And then we're gonna run the road right along there. Connect up to there. Okay, cool. And then we can also run the road. Boosh. Okay. I don't think we can put anything in there because that's considered part of the stone quarry. Oh my gosh, look at there. Houses going up in great succession. Very good, very nice. Let's see how that does us here. Overview, 63 homes. Oh, now we need 90. It's just a never-ending thing. So I think we kind of like, you know, extend what we've got going on over here with kind of like our city center stuff. Oh, it's winter. I didn't pay attention to any of the crop fields. That's not cool. Did they all get harvested? It looks like they did. Okay. I wasn't paying attention at all there. We had a whole bunch of children become students. We are struggling with the tools again. Do we have tools in here? Can we kick them out? Tools, tools, tools. Where are you, tools? Steel tools. No, that's not the tools we need. Iron tools. No, we don't even have any iron tools in here. We do have a little bit of iron, but it's not a great amount. So yeah, that's kind of... Let's kind of take a look at what's going on over here. Now, I want to move this storage pile over to here, I think. And make it a little bit more... Well, honestly, if we've got the market, I don't... Stop it, game. I don't think we need that because we'll be able to put everything into that. We've got wood in there. We've got logs. It changes by the day almost what's in there. I think we can put like stone and everything in there. I don't know that I've ever actually seen any in there is the only thing. Maybe we... This might be stupid. But maybe we put in another woodcutter. right here next to the market. We're gonna have to add another woodcutter to the queue. That needs us, I should have put that in a better area. A merchant! A merchant! Pause, 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 pause! We only have one person working in here. It might behoove us to add a couple. All right, well, you got, oh, 2 seeds, a nut seed and a let's see here, they still haven't, oh, the things that we have in stock they're not willing to take except for leather and wool. Okay, so let's do a double check here in our inventory. How much wool do we have? Not much, because we're using it. We've got lots of warm coats, so we're using it in our coats, so we don't, the wool that we have in here kind of is like the most we can give up. We probably could increase the knocking everything down on my desk here. Okay, leather, we've got 20. We have hide coats, we have warm coats, and we have a little quantity of wool. We're not going to be able to get this. We're just not. Because we only have 100 in leather. Right? And then the wool, we only have 300. Oh, for shame. I would really like that chestnut seed. I don't know if food is weighted in this game, but chestnut would be a better protein source than apples would be. It also stores better over the winter. We're gonna have to dismiss, as much as I don't want to do that. Alright, carrying on. I kind of feel like it's like if you turn away the trader, he might not come back. I don't know if that's really a thing or what, but I feel like it might be. Alright, so what are we up to here? We've got 66 homes and 89 families. We lost a family somewhere there. Maybe somebody died. I find it amazing that we have so many families, but yet we have no one staying in the boarding house. That just seems a little strange to me. Alright, so I'm thinking, like, we have sheep there, we have chickens there, we have the one fallow field down here. Where are you going? Why do we have one person who... Oh, you're going to be the woodcutter when the woodcutter over here is done, but we don't have a way to prioritize that over the housing, from what I can tell, which kind of is frustrating. I mean, I could try. It won't let me increase the priority there. Okay. They've almost gathered all of this material over here, except for the trees. We really could use the trees, people. We have 5 people without decent tools. And then our one person who is without a current job. Alright. So next up, what I'm thinking is maybe we put in a second mine over here and then put in a few houses and stuff over right here in the middle. That would allow us to... So if we did a... I don't understand what the mine requirements are apparently, because I can't seem to figure out where this might go. Right there. Right next to the other one? Well, I guess. I guess so. I think we also need to take out... Wrong thing. Part of that in order to make the road go back into there, and then we can put some houses like right in here, if that makes sense. And then the second mine we will put to iron. This one's to coal. I wonder if you switch it, does it change the amount remaining? Because we've only got 68% of the coal remaining. I'm not going to worry about it at the moment because it's still enough for what we need. We lost a miner. We have 12 laborers. We've got 10 of 10 miners in there. We've lost another one. But we seem to be just trucking along here. So let's take a peek at our housing. We're up to 71 homes and we have 68 or 86 families. So, I mean, we are doing all right. We're in year 47. We have 99% closed and only 69% educated from that last batch of nomads. There it is. And our schools are almost full. We've got 17 in that one. We've got 16 in this one. They only carry 20. We might think about putting another school over here, close to this area. Food is down. If we look at our production food, we currently have this much. We've used this much, and we only produce this much. So we're producing quite a bit less than we actually need. Did we ever get this to the point where... Why won't it let us split? I'm not understanding that. It won't let us split. I'm so confused about this. I'm thinking about taking and putting another pasture over here where it would be far enough away from this that we could... we lost a hunter, but they were replaced. Alright. Food. Pasture. I'm thinking like... Let's, can we remove this road? And then... Pasture is too large. Pasture cannot be placed in this location. I'd like a bigger pasture for the sheep. I think that we kind of have... Oh, I see a merchant coming. I think we kind of have limited them. Can I start from this corner and go? Pasture is too large. I fear that we have limited the sheep, and so that's we're not going to get as much production out of them, and I don't know why we can't split them. That makes absolutely no sense to me. We have the full balance of the sheep in there. Maybe because it's an odd number. And let's pause and see what this merchant has to offer. Squash seeds, walnut seeds. I want those seeds, but we do not have the... We do not have the ability to take that on. We just don't have enough right now, which really sucks. It sucks so bad. We're out of tools. We're out of... We have wood. We have iron. I'm not certain why, if our blacksmiths just can't keep up with the... Well, with that, and we need to make another blacksmith. I mean, we can definitely do that. I'm thinking like maybe we add them over here to the... We add them over here to kind of like this area. But in the same vein, if we're building a brand new mine over here... Where is it? Here we go. We're building a brand new mine over here. That we're gonna have iron out of, it might be better to have it here. So I'm a little, I don't know. But we've got a lot of people with no tools. And that's a problem. Death of a civilization because of no tools. So maybe for right now, we just stick another blacksmith right here. If I can find the right thing. Reserve of iron is low. Reserve of firewood is low. Another adult. We're up to 19. Maybe we do that. I'm gonna need another herdsman. Right? As soon as they build that pasture. And of course I made them take that road out, and now now I'm like, oh, we didn't really need that, did we? But it's all right. It's okay. Do we have 2 people working in there. We have 2 people working in there. Reserve of stone is low. We have almost all the houses over here. We have no iron. This is a problem. We're going to have to go farther afield for iron and see what we can scare up. There's a lot of it over in here. And here comes the winter. And we don't have a great lot of food. All right, we have someone slated to work here, so work here. There should be, yep, there's logs right there. Not understanding, we have a shit ton of logs. Why aren't our dudes, like, going and getting them and chopping the wood? That's what I'm not understanding. We have the logs. It makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Why would we be struggling this hard with firewood when there's like 5 woodcutters and we have over 200 logs? They've removed the trees. They started putting in the logs. That's going to take up a large chunk of logs. I mean, right here we've got logs and stone. Woodcutter has died of old age and been replaced. How is our 42 graves? 3 of 9 graves. That graveyard is not very big. I think we're gonna need to expand our graves, our graveyard. And in the same vein, we need another church, so we might look at planting another church over here and then putting a graveyard with it. All right, let's see, what can we do over here? We're gonna have to get some more crop fields in. What were we making these again? 15 by 8. Oh, of course, there's a hill there, so we can't go right there. All right, we've got no... We're gonna put sheep in this one. It can get 14. Can we split? No, it doesn't give us an option to split. It just gives us an option to empty. That is craziness. That is craziness. So we're gonna empty them into here. That'll give them more space. But I still don't understand why. 1 of 2. Let's go ahead and apparently, since that one's such a large field, it gets 2. So I will let them have 2. Reserve of food is low. Oh, great. Nobody's got tools. Nobody's got food. Nobody's got firewood. Oh my god. Like, what is going on here? Housing. We have 91 families and only 75 homes. And all the homes are cold. It is taking forever to get this thing. This is where all our iron is going. And most of our stone. Can we... They're working like way over here. Can we just give them a little boosh? Stockpile right there. Maybe that will make it easier for them to like iron right into there, and then maybe we'll lose less time. Oh, there is a merchant. A merchant. Sheep. I don't really need any more sheep. They're 600 apiece. We will eventually, I hope, be able to split our sheep. I'm not understanding what the problem is with that. So I'm not going to take sheep. I'm sorry. Especially since he only wanted like wool and leather. Honestly, I don't like this field. Can we destroy this field? After we just built it, I know. Yes, we can. And if we need to, where's that little hillock that's causing us a problem? Difficult because I can't really see that. There's like no differentiation between the the okay. And let's see, what are we going to plant in here? It is late spring. Maybe if we plant pumpkins, they'll still be able to do it. And then let's give us a few more farmers. To cover that, it looks like. There we go. Oh, we didn't start time again. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm not understanding. Where's that help menu again? Oops, not what I wanted. Resume. Here. Let's look at... Maybe it's under resources? No. Home, storage, market, town, food, pastures. In order to increase the number of animals a town has, a herd can be split in two. Once a pasture has enough animals in it, if there's some room in other pastures for the animals, you can press the split button. This will move half of the animals into other pastures. Over time, the animals will then reproduce to fill the pasture. That's what I'm not understanding. We do have enough. We have 8 sheep in there. We would be able to split it exactly in half. We waited until the other one went, but it only had 7 in it. So maybe because it couldn't split it evenly, it didn't want to do it. I don't know. I'm very well confused about that. Very, very confused about that. How are we coming over here? We do have a little pile of iron over here. This one I think is still running up to one of these other storages. We're up to 66 people without tools. This is getting desperate. This is getting really desperate. We've got so much on the build priority that we kind of have shot ourselves in the foot. I'm going to pause that one. What else have we got going? We need... nothing else being built? No, nothing else being built except for this. Nope, that's already done. So that should mean that this guy... Oh, the market. The market. The market is taking up lots and lots. Oh, it already has... It's just waiting on stone, so the... That's not gonna... Oh my god, this is bad. If we cancel this, will we get back that 40 iron? Lordy. Come on, just build it. Build it. Come on, build it. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's take a peek at our... We have 96 families and 75 homes. Okay, then. So that means if we've got this going on up here, we kind of can see where it's going to be. They took out that storage right there. if we plop in some rows, that'll go right along the front of there, right? And then right there. Okay. And then if we bring in some... we do that, and then we come along here. Right? I can't see where those houses are. They must be right there. We connect them up to that. And then we should be able to do a couple more over in here, I think. 76 people without... oh, we need another blacksmith. Oh, that was dumb. That was really dumb. Forester died of old age and has been replaced. We currently have 13 laborers. Oh my god. Oh, look at all those people without tools. Oh my god. I'm feeling a little bit stressed about this at the moment, if you can't tell. Let's see here. What is it under here? Am I going a little overboard? Yes, I am. Am I going a lot overboard? Yes, I am. Goodness. Because this could be the death of the colony. It was what the merchant has arrived. Let's pause. Nope, nope, I don't want a dirt road there. Thank you very much. Trade. They have coal. Do you have any tools? They have steel tools. All right. We need 1,000 for this trade. $500 units. We might have to go grab. We also don't have a lot of food in early winter. What happened to all our fields? You're overpaying by 20 units. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, that's all I can afford to take from you, even though... oh, we already have squash seeds. They have plum seeds. Couldn't you have just had regular tools? I also would have liked this coal, but we're gonna trade that. And we're gonna dismiss. And that hopefully will get us a chunk of people right off the bat that get tools again. Hopefully. That is bringing it down. Why are you questioning what your life choices are? Farmer. Oh, do we have one too many farmers? We apparently do. Go find something else to do. Alright, that did help a ton. It's not gonna... oh my gosh, pause. I can't... I hate the way those boxes, like, you should be able to click off on something else and you stop following that person. You should have to click something if you meant to follow that person. Oh, we made a gap in there. Oops. We also are running like super low on stone as well. How far off were we on this? We just needed a little bit less than 10 stone and then it could be built. Oh my gosh, they have like almost completely filled up that. We have plenty of iron now, so can we hop to getting some of these built? These ones take so much iron. They're gonna take up a large chunk of that iron that we just gathered. Which really kind of sucks. Maybe we don't want. I wish I knew the rate at which these guys produced. Like how many tools can they do an hour? Production. Tools. Current 26. Used 100. Oh, we only produced 37. We're underproducing for the whole year here. Same as we are underproducing our food. So we need to pop that up a little bit more. So we just keep growing. There is firewood, so why are you all cold? Okay, so let's see. We've only got a little bit more time left for today. Can we throw in some more? We can split! We can finally split! My God. It's not going to get us much because that's a small pasture. All right, we need more farmers and we need more fields. It's just the way of the world. We are not producing enough food. So let's see here. If we come like right here. Maybe we put it over here. Next to the sheepies. Crop field is too large. I wish you could make them long and skinny. That would be perfect. I think we're just gonna have to like put in a road down to in here. I think I just made that one wonky. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do cabbage. Let's do a bean. They're removing trees on that one, so I can't do anything there. That'll at least get us 2 more up and running. Oops, I shut something off. What did I shut off? That guy. Our average happiness is topped out. Our average health is not the best. Did we run out of space in our... Yes, we did. Oh my gosh. Well, this one still has some room, but this one doesn't. Maybe... can we put in another... What is that under? Resources? Cemetery? Where can we put in more? Cemetery is too small. Yeah, okay, whatever. Early summer. Looks like we've got all of our... Did we plant those 2 new fields? I told it what to... Why do we have a question mark on it? No citizens available. Okay. Because we have lots of citizens. We wouldn't want them laying about. Oh no! A building caught... No! Somebody's house burned down! Oh no! Does that mean they moved to the boarding house, which doesn't have any food right now? It does. Okay. A miner, and their child have moved to the boarding house. Let's go ahead and rebuild. This one doesn't have any food. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's... Oh man, come on. Let's get, This is just a patchwork over here. Like, what is going on? I don't think we're going to be able to put anything in here. Because I think we're too late in the season. We're in early summer. So I don't think these crop fields are going to go into production. And once again, we don't have enough people. Enough people. Okay. Well, this is not good. This is not good at all. Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy. Uh-oh, a student has died of starvation. Moving a tree, removing a tree. Okay. Everyone's hungry. Harvest. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. We're stealing from Peter to pay Paul. And you know what? Let's go ahead. I see a trader. How did we end up on super slow? Let's do a squash. Time. Oh my gosh. We had 2 days of starvation. We did. We ended up on super slow again. There's a trader coming down the line. Oh. We do have food in here. It looks like maybe. No. We had too many trades in quick succession. That we kind of, shot ourselves in the foot. Oh, no, no, no. Here. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh, oh. Oh. Pause. Oh no, I can't. Oh no. We need some food. What do we want to get? I think at this point it doesn't really matter. I don't... We don't have like a ton of stuff in here. And we got 100 units there. This isn't gonna get us much. But if we could get... It's not gonna get us much at all. We have 210. What's gonna be the best? We sold all our food for tools last time so that we could catch up on the tools, and now we are in a bad place. A bad place. What is gonna be the cheapest, the most amount we could buy? Maybe the fish? But the problem is that like one person will take most of this fish. Oh my god. Oh, wrong way. I want us to not lose a teacher. Although we might just end up with that. Oh god, this is brutal. This is so brutal. Oh. And of course now our cemetery is... That's it, we're done with cemetery, so now we've got a problem with bodies. Oh hey, that market is done. Doesn't help us much, but it's done. Well, okay then. I don't even know what to say. This is brutal. This is like insanely brutal. We've lost all our students because we lost our teachers, I bet. Yep. Yep. A child was born in the middle of all of this? Oh my god. We don't have anyone to take care of these fields. Oh, wow. I need to figure out, I need somebody in this field. I definitely need somebody in this field. Because there's food in this field that could be coming in. So where do I have a farmer or not? Let's not work that one. Come to this one. Somebody come to this one. They're pulling in that one. And there we go. That right there. That right there is what is going to kill us. It's because the farmers we did have couldn't bring in what was in the field. And yeah. Okay. Our only saving grace at this particular moment is that we still have fishermen. And we have hunters. But I don't know how we're gonna make it through this winter. There's no one working in that blacksmith. There is someone working in that one and that one, so at least we've got that. I'm going to pause and pause on that. Well, shit. You know what? I'm sorry, people, but we are going to end it there for today. I need to think about what we're going to do here, because we went from 96 families were we at the top down to 64. We were well over 200, and we are now to like 159. So I'm gonna have to like restructure things, because we're gonna need to like move people from professions to other professions to try and keep up with production. And I'm going to need to think about how we do that the best way. So that is going to be in the next episode. Welcome to like the death of Citro, I think. But we're going to have to see. We're going to have to get a graveyard in, and it takes a lot of stone, which we don't really have at the moment. So yeah, I don't even know what to say at this moment. All right, so I will see you in the next one. Thank you for being here for this very bad ending of this video. We'll see if we can't survive in the next one. So I hope you come on back and see what happens in that one. All right, see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.